Ken's Johnson with one of the best pound-for-pound women's boxers in the world and champion in the world, Mikaela Mayer. What's your mindset going about 48 hours out for the biggest fight of your career?
I feel good. You know, the hard work is over. We put in a really long, hard camp, and so I always sort of have this mentality going into my fight. I don't stress. I don't overthink it. I put in the work, and I know that, and I trust my team. I trust the hard work, and that's it. Just going to go in there and do me.
How does it feel like to have thought about this platform when some people thought it wasn't even possible like 3 or 4 years ago, and for it to become a reality and to be this type, like be the best you're at your game all at the same time? It's like everything you scripted, I'm pretty sure, is it what you thought it was going to be, or it's even better?
Manifestation. I mean, I've done that with my whole career. When I started boxing, there was nothing for us. There was no Olympics. There was no promoters were not signing females, and so it's been one step at a time, manifestation after manifestation to sort of get here. And so, yeah, I am taking it all in and grateful that I've actually made it come true and it's all here. But you know, that's what I believed would happen. I had to believe it.
A win on Friday would put a stamp as you being one of the top 2 or 3 women in the world. Because everybody talk about, of course, your friend.
Absolutely, this is going to shoot me up the pound-for-pound list for sure, and it's going to send a message to the rest of the girls in the division. And you know, I'm willing to put it on the line, regardless of what happens. I'm willing to put it on the line because I want the biggest fights possible. Like I said up there, I have a vision for my division, my career, and women's boxing, and that means making the big fights, not sitting on this belt and having tea and watching the sunset, but putting it on the line, taking chances.
Speaking of taking chances on the fight, because she basically put her game plan out and just handed you the blueprint, do you feel you have to take chances on Friday to command that ring, since she's going to come in and basically not box and make it a fight?
We knew that she could have not said that up there, and we still would have known what her game plan was. That's what she does, and she does it well. She does it well. She does it really well, but it also leaves her vulnerable. You know, coming in there really aggressive. That her offense is her defense, and that's not going to be enough with me.
Would it be safe to say that in your last 2 fights, because your counter game has always been good, but it's been superior, have you been in a weird way getting ready for this fight, 2 or 3 fights out, just kind of like? Since I've been watching you, it seemed like that because your counter game was on point, and that's what's going to take to win this fight on Friday.
Coach Al is always constantly pushing us to continue to learn. So each opponent, we're always working on something different, and it's tiny. It may seem small and insignificant at the time, but 10, 15 fights later, put it all together, and I have so many tools in my toolbox, and I'm going to need it for a fight like this when someone just keeps coming and keeps coming. So yeah, we've been working on all of that.
Have you thought about the moment hearing and unified champion of the world and hear your name called? Have you thought about that moment?
Absolutely. I hear that all the time. I had to visualize those words coming out of the announcer's mouth.
How pumped are you about your ring walk? Because most women don't have cool ring walks. So what went into it, and what can we expect on Friday?
And it's not really my style. I'm not like super flashy. I don't have like a huge posse with me. Like,
but why have the card not play it though?
What?
Why have that type of card in your back pocket not play it though?
No. So I'm saying I waited for like the perfect time. Like I feel like this is the perfect time to sort of come out with a big entrance. And it's personal to me because obviously it's my good friend and kind of blast from the past from growing up as a teenager, and she's doing amazing now. It's girl power weekend. Like you have me, you have Anita Strauss playing guitar, and then you have Tiana with the Tiara Knockouts doing the national anthem. So it's just the perfect time to come out with a big bang.
Would it be safe to say that you're looking at this is your big party and she just invited to it? Is that to say that's your mindset?
Well, you know, it's entertainment at the end of the day. I wanted to bring out, I want to entertain the fans, and you know, this is my first main event, so I wanted to make it special.
Well, I mean, your opponent's like she's there. She's part of the atmosphere, but for your Grandmaster plan, it's all supposed to be happening.
Yeah,
she's just an invited guest.
I'm gonna take it in because, like I said, this is my first main event. So yeah, and it's the first time I'm coming to Vegas. I've fought here how many times, and I have my face on the billboard outside and all through the hotel and all through Vegas. And so I'm going to take it all in. That's a great feeling for me, and that shows how far I've come.
How much did that inspire you? Because I know you're friends with Ronda Rousey, and right when you started training with her, I saw her fight in L.A. It was a big deal, and then she's from California. It's like I see my face, it makes me say, I want to win. I like a little girl. You get that little feeling like it gives you the extra motivation. Like I cannot lose this fight.
Yeah, the people are here for me now, and I've asked for that, and I wanted that spotlight, and so now I gotta come step up to the occasion, and yeah, it's definitely extra motivation.
After this weekend, you get your hand raised. What do you want people to know about Mikaela Mayer and the Mikaela brand experience and brand?
For one, want people to appreciate my boxing, the technique that I bring to the table, how well-rounded I am and skilled, and I want people to know, I want part of my legacy to be that I never ran away from big fights and big challenges, and I want to continue to do that even after Maeva Hamadouche take on the best. And so I want people to know that I'm willing and I'm ready and I'm coming.